York Mets. And now welcome to our broadcast booth. I'm Joe Buck along with my partner Tim McCarver. This is the start of a historic day in Major League Baseball, as for the first time since 1903, two Major League teams will play two games in two different sites. We'll have more on that a little bit later. But the story within the story, as there always is around here, has to definitely do with Dwight Gooden making his return here to Shea in a Yankee uniform.
Dwight Gooden's last start here at Shea Stadium, June 24th, 1994. He broke in as a 19-year-old pitcher back in 1984 for the Mets after striking out 300 in 191 innings in Lynchburg the year before. He electrified this Shea crowd like none other. He's had the pressures of the World Series, the pressures of postseason play, the All-Star game, the pressures of his personal life. But today, the pressures of one pitching performance that could, if it's bad, spell the end of a dynamic career.
Yeah, so in a sentence, the scene of his greatest triumphs here on this mound at Shea Stadium could also, in a way, be the scene for his last Major League start if things don't go well here for the Doc for the Yankees against the Mets. We have a pitching matchup today of Bobby Jones and Dwight Gooden. They get Dwight Gooden off the scrap heap, a guy who was released by the Tampa Bay Devil Rays of all teams to pitch for the Yankees, the world champions, and the Mets, who are one of the hotter teams in baseball and only 2.5 behind Atlanta, have Bobby Jones on the mound. That's the hand that we're all dealt, and there's a shot into right center field. There's Peyton, can't get there. A base hit and a good start for the Yankees. Maybe. Not a good start. Goodbye, Knoblach, one away.
What a play by Jay Peyton. On the first pitch, Knoblach rarely swings at the first pitch. And now there seems to be a problem. I think there is interference called on Todd Zeile, the first baseman. If you do not have the ball, you can't get in the way of the runner. MAZZ argued about it immediately, and here's Bobby Valentine. Knoblach taking a fruitful chance, a great play by Jay Peyton. But Zeile makes him go around him at first base. He didn't come into contact with Knoblach. To me, that's a bad call. To me, if he makes contact with him, that's different. But since he didn't make contact and Zeile making him go around him, I guess that's the first base umpire, Doug Eddings, which was his call. To me, you got to make contact for it to be interference, it seems.
To me, that's looking for a call to make.
Yeah, I mean, watch Knoblach round first. Now, by Zeile standing there, he makes him take a wide turn. But did he make contact? No. Or Zeile, that's almost like ESP. It looked like he moved his arm to the right to avoid making contact. But a brilliant play by Peyton. But Knoblach, I think the scoring on that is a single, an error on the first baseman, Todd Zeile, but nonetheless a great play by Peyton.
Now they're going to get together and at least talk about it, I believe the umpires are. But nobody would have had a better view of that than the first base umpire, Doug Eddings. I mean, who's going to say they had a better view of that? Eddings made the call. And you can get into arguments all day long about that baseline between first and second base.
Sure.
Who's in it, who's out of it, what the proper play is. Bobby Valentine now is going to reenact, and he's going to the footprints to show the path that Knoblach took down to second base, which isn't a bad idea.
I think Valentine will protest this game. I think if you protest, you have a point. And you bring up in the protest that the base runner, Knoblach, and Zeile did not have contact.
I don't know if Valentine knows he's been kicked out of the game.
Well, that's one up the umpires right there. He's retracing the footsteps. Once again, one pitch and we're already into it. Knoblach did not make contact with Zeile. But in the umpire's judgment, I guess Doug Eddings is saying that by Zeile placing himself right there, he forced Knoblach to make a wide turn.
If you want to hear how it reads in the rule book, obstruction is the act of the fielder who, while not in possession of the ball and not in the act of fielding the ball, impedes the progress of any runner. Did he impede the progress? I mean, you could take any route to second base. Zeile was well off the bag, and in my estimation, at least out of the baseline.
I think this is a protest right here. I think the protest, usually when the home plate umpire goes down to the dugout, a protest is being lodged, and I don't blame Valentine.
It's a base hit. It is an error, as you said, Tim, on the first baseman. Zeile, it'll be his 8th error, but no error in that category this season. So while Bobby Valentine picks through his different disguises back in the clubhouse,
well,
going through that secret closet,
the one with the mustache, the glasses, and the false nose,
the wigs and the shawls and everything else. Jeter pounds one down the left field line, and here come the Yankees. They take the lead. Knoblach scores easily. Down to second is Jeter, and it's 1-0 Yankees. Ventura off the hands. That might drop. Williams coming on. Nice catch. 2 up, 2 down. Zeile involved in that controversial play at first base. First hitter of the game. They called obstruction with a little help from first base coach Lee Mazzilli.
Come on! Come on! Hey! That's interference! That's interference! You don't move, man! He's got to go right around here! That's interference! Hey! Hey! Time out! He didn't move! Hey! Time out! He didn't go! That's interference!
Zeile, another hit. He is red hot, adding to his .310 average. So here is the 0-2. And a broken bat. Here's the tester for Knoblach. And they are going to call interference. And they're going to call Zeile out again. Can you believe this?
Interference called on the same player on both sides of the ball twice in 4 innings. I'm telling you.
Zeile contending that he's going to the bag. Where else is he supposed to go? And Knoblach made that play because the last thing he wanted to do was pick up the ground ball and throw to first. So he was trying to time it to pick up the ground ball and tag the runner instead of make the throw.
It would have been a very close play at first base had Knoblach had to make it.
Same players involved. Zeile going down the line, called for interfering, and it's still 2-1 now after 4.
Same 2 guys got involved and 2 interference in 1 game. That's amazing, man. You think about it, it's amazing. How that would ever happen again? Yeah, how would it ever happen again?